What's good, everybody? Happy Sunday. Child, I'm trying to tell y'all about an old crying ass bitch, about an old drunk ass bitch, about an old nothing ass bitch, about a don't care about your mama ass bitch. That's what I'm here to tell y'all about. About a motherfucking bitch that get up in the wee hours of the night to cry on live. That's what I'm here to tell y'all about. What's good, Gail? Excuse me. What's good, Gail Tyson? Look here. I woke up out of my slumber very early this morning, y'all. And I checked my cell phone and I saw that a person happened to be live. And he was live crying. He was live repenting to the YouTube subscribers, repenting to them. Not repenting to the Lord, but repenting to them. He was on here crying in his beard about him being a fucked up individual. He was on here crying about him going through depression and him needing therapy. He was on here crying, y'all. Child. So, thank you all for joining me. Please like my video as you come in. So this morning, whenever I had got up out of my slumber, y'all, I looked on my cell phone and I went through my YouTube and I saw that Crime Brian was live. Exactly how many times does Crime Brian have to go live and repent for the shit that he does? But he keeps on doing it. I think it's mighty funny that he is saying that I'm still doing the same things. No, bitch, that's you. That's not me. Please, don't put your shortcomings up on me, bitch. Because you done cried for your mama before, and we was all there for you before. Then you cussed us all clean the fuck out to the point now where you crying about your mama again, and the only people that's there for you are the subscribers. Because no content creators actually take you seriously when you continuously come on here and you give all of this crying and you so sorry and you have remorse, but then you try to fuck over everybody else. Bitch, please. Hey, Latasha. Hey, Cocoa Butter. What's goodness? What is Ness said? J.Dunn, please proceed at your own risk. Hold on. Please proceed at your own risk. We don't yet again need to see you drug. Excuse me, Ness. Me proceeding at my own risk was me clicking my live button. Unlike yo bitch or unlike you, bitch, don't nobody tell me when to click my live button. You talking about proceed at my own risk. Bitch, didn't I just do that by clicking my live button up on my computer that nobody had to buy for me, bitch? Then you have to be over there to get the spaceship people to get you the stuff that you should have already had. I mean, at the age of 35, bitch, you should have already had all the shit that you was over there needing on your wish list. That's what you should have already done. What's good, Brooke? I see you. Hey, Felicia. Hey, YouTube cameras. The nerve of a bitch to tell me to proceed at my own risk. But this the same bitch that still ain't got custody of her kid. This the same bitch that come on here and beg for motherfucking crab leg plates. This the same bitch that had her whole motherfucking furniture on a damn wish list. This the same bitch that do all that. Please, Ness, don't talk to me. I don't want to talk to you. What's good, Rhonda? Rhonda said, J.Dunn, I hope this is good. You made me miss my jam session with George Duke. Well, I don't know. Well, Ness, you can be a begging bitch. That's what we know you for. That's what we know you for. So don't ever change your stripes. You can always be a begging bitch. A begging bitch that thinks she could get up on here and drag anybody about a motherfucking thing. You can always be the begging bitch that we have always known you to be. My thing is, I wish that you would come out of that. I wish that at some point you would start living your life as a 35-year-old so that you don't have to be a begging bitch on here. Oh, Ness begging. Ness is begging. But anyway, she trying to take me off topic. But let me get back to it. So Brian was on his live this morning, y'all, crying again. Now, how many crying lives do we have to see Brian do? Now, the first time that he came on and he was upset and up in his feelings, everybody pretty much up in the B sector took heed to his feelings except for James. Outside of James, everybody took heed to what he was feeling. And then he turned around with his erratic behavior and tried to come after every single motherfucking body who had tried to come through and help him during his time of need. When he was in need and he was needing somebody to talk to and all this, people was trying to be empathetic with him. People tried to share stories with him that he could relate to. People looked at him as an underdog and tried to help him in any way that they could. But it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me how even whenever people came through to try to assist the man and help the man, he still turned around and went against the very people that helped him. Child, and now a year later, you crying again. Guess what, Brian? You crying again this year? Guess what? You gonna cry again next year. You gonna cry again the year after that. You gonna continue to cry on this motherfucker. When will you figure out that this is a permanent statue up in your life? When will you figure out that this is permanent? And you need to go seek help for yourself and stop self-medicating. You need to go seek help and stop crying in your beer. You need to go seek help and stop coming on here thinking that a subscriber is going to be able to carry your ass along. Look, this is the hand that the Lord dealt you. So you need to get your big burly grown ass man up and actually man up and face what you got going on. And just so y'all know, that's my Instapot, y'all. That's not my smoke detector or whatever. I'm not like Kimmy. But yeah, it's like, how many times do we have to see Brian get on here and cry in order for assistance to be had for him before he try to learn? And that's the same thing, like Ness dropping down like she telling me something. How many times we got to see Ness beg? Ness, I'm honestly sick of you begging. Bitch, I'm sick of you begging for the bare necessities, but you always have weed. How you on this motherfucker begging for the shit that you should have as an adult, but you stay with weed, bitch? Make that make sense. Clearly, Clearly, you have your priorities all mixed up. Because if you had your priorities in order, you wouldn't even need to be smoking weed. You could just have the shit that you needed at your house. But what do I know? What do I know? Oh, the only empress said, tell it, Jay Wilson voice. Let me get into my Jay Wilson voice. on today, on today, you all, I am here and I'm talking about how Brian cried in his beer once again, you all. And you all, we all passed the collection plate here at the Rider Lives to try to help Brian with any situation that we had. And you all, we also did the same thing with Craig. Craig came through and was trying to troll me. Craig was trying to virtually stalk me in the YouTube sphere. But you all, Craig, 3 years later, Craig still is just getting a place to live with no money to pay for the necessity. Craig has a very small bed. And you all, I don't know why Craig was trying to flirt with me. Um, I have no idea why he was trying to flirt with me in order for me to come at him, but I think that he wanted my coin. And then we found out that Craig was just a mess called Ness. Craig was a mess called Ness. And because the mess called Ness was hiding behind the guise of Craig, because remember you all, she said that nobody supported her channel. No one supported her channel because she was a female. But meanwhile, we see so many female content creators on this application who are getting supported. And you all, I just left afternoon service at church. I had to play, you all. And they actually asked me to sing, you all. Um, I came through and I played and I sung my song. You know, I was over there at the church and I said, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And um, they gave me $25 for me to show up and do that. So I'm not worried about anything. I got my coin, and my coin is the coin that keeps me here. And when I show up at the church in order to sing my do re mi, they pay me handsomely. They pay me handsomely. But anyway, so yeah, I was feeling very, very stalked. I was feeling very, very harassed by this mess called Ness, who came in under the guise of Craig. You all, I don't know if you all remember, but she actually doxed my mortgage company. You all, Ness actually worked, believe it or not, believe it or not, Ness actually worked for the company that held my mortgage for my home. And she looked through their database and found all of my information. And when she found all of my information, she came through and she showed up on my platform and she let me know that she had all of my information through my mortgage company. You all, were you there when that happened or did you forget? Did you forget? I'm trying to make sure if y'all remember. But anyway, the fact is, when you thank you, Sonya, because now Ned's talking about wow, Rhonda Edwards talking about I'm tripping. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm not tripping at all. That's the facts of the matter. And that's no, it's the truth. She got so much heat about her going to that man's platform talking about she had access to his mortgage company because she was banking where the mortgage company came through. Well, you know, Gail Tyson, I'm trying to tell it. I'm trying to tell it. What's good, Nova and Hypnotic Touch? But you know, let me get back to it. Brian was crying in his beer this morning. And Brian, when you cry in your beer, when you do that, we need you to actually maintain um we need you to actually maintain your sentiments for more than a month or two. That's what we need. Like, you gonna have to actually feel the sentiments for more than a month or two. Because then, whenever you come through crying the next time, nobody's gonna want to help you. Brian is starting to be the grown ass man who cried wolf. Cried motherfucking wolf. Because Brian get on here and cry wolf. He get drunk as fuck. He apologized to everybody. He say he's so sorry to everybody. He say he want to be a changed person. He say he want to get a job and he want to do the right thing. And his mama would not be pleased with how he is behaving. He says all that stuff. And then turn around a couple of weeks later and he doing the same exact thing. Make it make sense. What's good, TaylorMade? And Burr. Make it make sense. After a while, Brian, you're not going to be able to get on here and cry too much no more. Same thing with Ness crackheaded ass, allegedly. Because Ness crackheaded ass get on here and she come here and she beg. And then she turn around and she say that she about to go and check herself into rehab. She turn around and she say that she is dedicating her life to the church. She turn around and she say that she is going to leave people alone and focus on her own life to get her son back. Meanwhile, none of that has ever been done. None of that has ever been done. What's good, Jason? Jason, you up in some hot mess because they said that you was feeding information to Ness in this heat. Jason, they said that you gave this heat all this information about Ronnie Q. J Truth, he is mentally unstable. But then he'll get on here and want to argue with people, and it's just like, my God. Now, let's be honest. I wouldn't dare fuck with a mentally unstable person in real life. But for whatever reason, Brian likes to bring his mentally unstable ass up on this motherfucker and start arguing with people, and he don't understand why people walk away from him. Well, we walk away from you because in real life, there is absolutely no way that we would deal with your motherfucking Looney Tune ass. Just like the reason why in real life, I wasn't trying to deal with Shelly when she paid to get a ticket here. Shelly came out here and paid to get a ticket here. By the way, for everybody that's up in here, y'all, the last live that Shelly had, Shelly said that she was having surgery on Wednesday. So did any of y'all check in with Shelly to see if she died? Inquiring minds want to know. Did anybody check in with Shelly to see if she survived her surgery? Inquiring minds want to know. You know, because I already knew that she need all these operations and things like that. But I'm just trying to figure out if y'all have heard anything. Have y'all heard if she made it on the other side? With her procedures? You know, did anybody hear? It's just a question. Hey, Karma. It's just a question. What's good, Jessica Michelle? J Truth, you saying that Shelly is like a roach? She'll never die? Is that what you saying? Shelly is like a roach. What's good, Houston, Texas, sweetie? But to hear Brian be crying again, I had clicked up in his live, y'all, and I seen people with the prayer hands. I saw people with the amen. When Brian come on and do those pity party lives for himself, y'all, he have nothing but the old folks up in the sector up in there. What's good must be. He had the old folks. He had damn Beverly up in there. He had old folks up in there giving him the prayer hands and stuff like he ain't gonna be back with the same fuck shit next week. I'm sorry, y'all, but y'all cannot pray away his mental illness. He need to be laying on somebody's couch every motherfucking day. What's good, Essence? He need to be laying on somebody's couch every motherfucking day, y'all. What's good, Miss B-Town? I mean, because 1 minute, Brian trying to make peace with people. The next minute, he trying to come at him. 1 minute, he's saying he's sorry. The next minute, he's saying not. Brian still running around saying that I doxed him with Shelly. When in all actuality, when Brian clicked my link, I told Brian the information that Shelly had gave me because Shelly was trying to get me to confirm the information about Brian. But I mean, I'm sorry. Brian is not that important for me to be out here trying to dox. I mean, look at his life. Look at how he handles himself on his YouTube channel. Look how many times he has a nervous breakdown every month. He's not worth doxing. But when I did know the information that Shelly was trying to dox him, I did give him that information through the private chat up on my StreamYard when he was up there. And with me giving him the information that Shelly was telling me, then all of a sudden he telling me that I tried to dox him with Shelly. Bitch, I would never. Never. What's good? What's good, Vibrant Low and everybody? I would never. Like, Brian, he thinks his life is so important, but he gets on here and have these breakdowns. Y'all don't find that strange? Hey, Hills. Y'all don't find it strange that this motherfucker has a breakdown every 2 or 3 weeks? But he's supposed to be a burly ass man? Sir, get your mental together. And I'm gonna need these subscribers to stop pussyfooting around. He was drinking beer, something sweet, but he could have been drinking more than that. What's good, Trish? I'm gonna need these subscribers, especially these elderly women in this sector, to stop pussyfooting around with his ass and let him know. And let him know that he needs to really take his mental health seriously. He talking about he came on here. Yes, he was crying. And that ain't the first time we done heard him cry. Ness, you was up in rehab the first few times that we heard him cry. But we done heard him cry plenty of times. And it's like, okay, at this particular point, your tears, they falling on deaf ears because you ain't doing what you need to do to take care of yourself. He stayed getting on here crying. And my thing is, your channel ain't a therapist couch. You need to lay on a therapist couch, and then you might need a couple of prescriptions. Ain't enough trash bags in the world for you to wear to make you actually get to where you need to be. Oh, he's still grieving, Trish? What he need to grieve off of here? He even said that he jump on here and he go after other people because he is depressed and miserable within himself, y'all. He said the reason why he come on here and he drag everybody else is because he is depressed and miserable. Well, bitch, that's not anything that YouTube can fix. Unfortunately, YouTube does not have the cure for your depression and your misery at all. Between Ness begging every time she show up and Brian crying every single time he show up, like, I mean, my God, do better. Do better. That's what you could do. I honestly be glad when Ness can show up here and not be looking for a handout. It is very much okay to log off. Need help. As soon as the lady died, he pressed the live button to let us know that she died last year. Crying and snotting all up in the camera to let us know that she died. Meanwhile, you should be trying to make sure that you can get her up out the lawn. You should be calling your siblings. You should be calling your aunties and uncles. You should be calling everybody else. That's what you should be doing. But instead, as soon as he found out the woman was dead, y'all, as soon as he found out, he clicked the live button and came live, snotting and crying about it. Y'all remember? And even at that time, y'all, I took it upon myself to give him grace and empathy. But it's a whole year later, and he's still trying to fuck around and mess up with other people. He's still trying to have all this to say about other people. And Miss B Town, please don't tell me what Ness is gonna do. Child. Who gives a fuck what Ness is gonna do? Miss B Town, if anything, Ness need to buy her necessities in life. Ness need to buy her some bath towels. Ness need to buy her some pajamas. Ness need to buy her some plates and dishes. Ness need to buy her some pots and pans. Ness needs to buy her a new bed. Ness needs to buy her a comforter. Ness, yes, something sweet. You two furnished Ness's house. They did. The bitch wasn't even able to pay for her own necessities. But she out here calling herself a mother. Child, bye. When YouTube gotta furnish your shit, you cannot call yourself a mother. Absolutely not. You just don't have the qualifications. And the fact that you could be so proud of being a bum ass bitch. Who is proud about being a bum? Ness. Ness is very proud about it, y'all. And you know, that's the thing. I can't take that pride away from Ness. If she proud about being a bum ass bitch, child, I guess. But if she is only proud about being a bum ass bitch, then y'all, that means that she don't have anything else to be proud about. She can't be proud of her parenting. She can't be proud of her education, y'all. She can't be proud about how she treats her body like a temple, because she does not. She can't be proud about much of anything. And I mean, she just don't have any pride. Except being proud of lacking in her responsibility. And y'all, it's really sad. It's truly sad. And you know, I didn't even want to be messy on this Sunday, But I had got to thinking about this. Y'all, this ain't the first, second, third, fourth, or fifth time that Brian done got on here crying and trying to be remorseful. And he still turn around and do the same shit all over again. He still do the same shit all over again. And it's just like, well, I be goddamn. How many times you gotta come on here and cry and have snot bubbles coming out your nose before you figure out what you need to do for yourself? Because at this point, y'all, him crying in his beard for like the fifth time in the course of a year, it's him not taking care of himself. He's not taking care of himself, y'all. The fact that every single time that Ness come back, she got to beg, she ain't taking care of herself either. She come on here begging. Each and every time. Oh, Hypnotic Touch said, bare necessities, the only bare necessities. Ness only needs the bare necessities to live. Look for the bare necessities, just simple bare necessities. She need to have the bare necessities to live. Oh yeah, and you know, it's really pathetic. It's pathetic. Like, I just wish that these grown ass adults that's my age would be on their shit, but they ain't. They prefer to just get on here and think they could drag somebody. But the thing is, this is YouTube, y'all. But outside of YouTube, when your whole life is falling apart, then that's the reason why you decide to come on here to think that you're gonna drag somebody. But you can't. What's good, Rebel? But you can't. The fact that Ness didn't have no pots and pans, no utensils, no motherfucking dishes, that says a lot. Girl, in 37 years, you wasn't able to gather and collect at least one fork? Even whenever you was running with a pimp, selling your ass on the whole straw according to him, and you didn't have nothing to show out of that. Only thing that you had to show was your white friend. Ness, you ain't 24. Get the hell out of here. It's just, it's horrible. It's horrible, y'all. And so if y'all did miss Brian crying, he did cry again. And, you know, people was giving him the prayer hands and all this. And please like my video. I understand that people don't like the truth, but I'm just telling the truth. You know, he cried again. And it's like, Brian, at some point, if you don't truly change your behavior, we're not going to accept your tears. Beef sector ain't going to give a fuck about what you're crying about. People ain't going to give a fuck about it. Because you get on here and you cry too much. Child, you cry more than a bitch. I can understand why Brian is single, because if I had to be the dude that was dealing with him and he cried in true life as much as he cried on here on YouTube, y'all, I would have enough of it. I could not do it. Surviving my observation said, hey, J.Dunn, Ness says she's 24. 24 what? 24 what? She's probably 24 days sober. But even that right there is a lot. Ness wouldn't know sobriety if it slapped her in the motherfucking face. But my guess is going to be that she is 24 days sober. Even though she was already drunk and high the last couple of weeks. She probably was 24 days sober. What's good, Shanice? But what do I know? Because the Lord didn't put me here to judge people. But I just come through and I give my observation. And so, that's all I'm doing. And because I felt like speaking about Brian crying again, because I felt like speaking about Ness begging again, which I really wasn't even going to address Ness and her begging. But because she showed up in my chat like her presence meant something, I had to get right on into her begging. Like, bitch, don't nobody respect that. You too old. You too old to be running around here begging like that, Ness. You are absolutely too old. And you still so selfish that you only beg for yourself. Ness, I would have more respect for you if you actually put up a wish list with some things that your child wanted. I probably would get on that wish list and I would buy a few things off of it. But the thing is, you are so selfish in your mind that you don't even think about doing that. Because all you think about is yourself. And that's a very sad situation. But it's the facts. It's the facts. I'm not a loser, Ness, because I didn't have to get on here to beg to get stuff in my house. Ness, do you understand? I'm not the loser. That's you. That's you. I didn't have to get on here to get anything furnished up in my house. That's what you had to do. So before you fix your twisted lip to call somebody a loser, you need to look in the mirror. Because people just had to give you some money. People just had to come through and help you. I typically don't do the link dropping, but I'll put it just to see. Child, it's crazy how people who have to come on here and beg from the population of YouTube from random strangers are the ones that's trying to call somebody else a loser. Ness, do you understand that every single time you get on here and beg from YouTube, you might as well be somebody standing in front of Walmart, ringing a bell from the Salvation Army with a change bucket next to you? Do you understand that every single time you click your live button and you be on here talking all that shit about other people, you might as well be the person at the damn subway station that's out there trying to tap dance and coon in order to be able to get somebody to drop a couple of pennies up in your bucket? Do you understand? You should have a 401k, a pension, or something, and you don't have any of that. None of it at all. And you're 35. Make it make sense. Do you understand how much you need to catch up in life? Ness, do you understand? But either way, between you and Brian, Ness with the begging and Brian with the crying, y'all, I don't know what to do with these people. And so, that's why I just observe and I laugh at them. I observe a little more and then I laugh at them some more. Ness was over there talking about Fi Babe was scamming people, but meanwhile, Ness scammed people saying that she needed donations for a BBL that she never got. But y'all remember, Ness was on here begging for donations for a BBL, and she never did even get that. But she be quick to get on here and call somebody a scammer. She quick to get on here and say that Fi Babe scammed the damn Babe Nation people about the exercise challenge and all this. But Ness, you took up an offering for the BBL and you never got it. You never got it. You was talking about the BBL. You was. You even came on Pizarro's platform talking about the BBL and how you only had a certain amount of the money raised so far and you needed another portion of the money raised. And guess what? You didn't get no BBL. So where them people money went? Did you refund the people who donated for your BBL that you never did get? Did you do that, Ness? Or did you just disappear for about 6 to 8 months and then show up again to beg again? Because that's what you do. And that's the reason why I say it's pathetic. You did get donations for the BBL, Ness. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Even your first time coming back to the spaceship, Pizarro was asking you about the BBL because everybody knows that you was asking people to help you fund it. Anytime you came back, you gave us an update about how much more money you needed in order to get it. Yes, you did, Next. And you still ain't got the BBL. But I bet you didn't refund them people their money either, did you? Nah, you ain't do it. You ain't do it. You did not do it. Natasha Phillips said, we don't talk about kids. Please leave the baby out of this. Who is we, Natasha? Who is we? Who is we? Because I talk about whatever I want to talk about. So who is we? Hopefully you was talking to somebody else up in the chat and you wasn't talking to me. Because who is we? We don't. We don't. What? Talk about whatever I want to talk about. What's good, Ronnie Q? Ronnie Q, do you remember when Ness was on here begging for the BBL? Do you remember when Ness was over here begging people for money to help her pay for getting the BBL? Ness was on her own channel. Oh, if it's you, yourself, and I, then okay. Just as long as your weed is pertained to you. Because your weed don't have nothing to do with me. But Ness was on here. That was right before she went MIA. Yes, yes, sparkling water. They was funding her for the BBL because she even was saying that she only needs so much more money to go. And she was trying to fly out somewhere to get it for a cheap rate. Pizarro was telling her not to get it. Pizarro was even telling her how dangerous the surgery was. So many people up in the beef sector was trying to tell her. How was it sick? You came here begging for that, Ness. You came here begging for it. You came on your own channel. You was monetized at that time. Then you went on Pizarro's. You was going everywhere telling us about the damn BBL. And Barry, Zulu is up in his bassinet. He chilling right now. J True said, I remember, but I didn't know folks gave money. Ness would come on here and give us an update of how much more money she needed in order to reach her goal to get the BBL. Now, how she don't remember? I did drop the link already, Vashti. I dropped the link already. Ness didn't come. But Ness kept coming back and telling people how much more money she needed in order to get to her goal. Yes, she did. Thank you, handsome Squidward. I appreciate that. Yeah, y'all, Zulu chilling right now. He heard me say his name. Now he want to be looking. But Ness, you can't lie. Don't make me go through all the archives of Pizarro's videos and find it where you did. Don't make me do it. Ronnie Q ain't defraud no school. Now you stop lying about that, Ness. You defrauded the YouTube community when you didn't get the BBL that everybody donated for you to get. Now that's what you did. Now that's what you did. Zulu, these people was asking about you, but I'm trying to figure out, Zulu, was you here whenever seven not whenever seven, but whenever Ness, hold on, Zulu. Was you here whenever Ness was begging for the money for the BBL? Was you here for that? Or had you not been born yet? Was you here? Do you remember? Do you remember? Do you remember whenever Ness was on Pizarro's getting these people to donate the money for her BBL? Zulu said Zulu said he was not living here, but he said that he heard about it. He said he heard people give commentary about it. That's what he said. Zulu, do you remember? Miss B, look, Miss B, Ness is right here telling me that I'm a liar. Ness is in here trying to say that I'm lying about this. But even Miss B remembered. How all these people remember it except for you, Ness? Was you that high out your mind? What's good, Beach? Everybody remember it except Ness. Everybody remember about the BBL except Ness. Everybody remember about the fundraiser except Ness. And Ness took everybody's money and she still ain't got no BBL. So don't you owe some of the YouTube people their money back? Do you? Child, that's my thing. When people can't even hold any accountability themselves, y'all. Ness can't even be accountable for begging the way she do, begging about a BBL that she never did get, begging about all this type of stuff, everything. Handsome Squidward. Ness can't drop her Cash App up in my chat. She can't do that. I didn't give her permission to do it. I think Ness has gotten enough. I mean, she getting government assistance. She getting Cash Apps to furnish her place where she live. She done got Cash Apps to do a BBL surgery that she never did get. I mean, she's done a lot. So I honestly think that's enough. Did Ness have the BBL GoFundMe too? No, Ness. It's just about this. My channel is about me. My channel is about me. So you don't need to have your Cash App up in my channel because I don't know when I've ever put my Cash App in yours. The fuck, bitch? The fuck? Ronnie Q said, begging for booties. Who raised half? That hoe. Well, you know something? She did, but she forgot about it. But I'm happy that I was able to bring it to her memory. And I'm happy I was able to bring it to all of y'all's memory so that y'all can remember what she was doing back then. But anyway, y'all, I'm done shooting the shit with y'all. But yeah, Brian was crying up in his beer, child. Brian, if you serious about repenting, then hopefully this will be your last time having to do it. And Ness was scamming the people for a BBL that she didn't get. And the people donated her money about the BBL. And, you know, that's pretty much what I know about the situation. And, you know, I'll be waiting on the next person to go live, y'all, because I'm curious to know. It is pathetic. It is. It is pathetic. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all for joining me. Please like the video. If you catching the replay, like the video. Y'all take care, be blessed, don't stress, and I'll talk to y'all later.